Hello everyone, in today's pick card reading, we're going to find out what is physically attractive about you, what is attractive about your appearance, and today we have 4 decks to choose from and 4 stones, so I'll give you a closer look. This is what we have for group 1. Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. Alright, so go ahead and see what you're drawn to. Really use your intuition, and feel free to pause the video if you need more time, and let's begin the reading. Hello Group 1, if you chose a stone with this deck, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what is physically attractive about you. So how I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to take the messages from the cards here, but I'm also going to use my intuition to pick up more specific traits. But starting off, Group 1, I feel that what is physically attractive about you, there's a lot going on here, which I'm really excited about, especially since for our tarot we have the Fool and Knight of Wands, which is a very strong message already. So with that being said, Group 1, I feel that what's physically attractive about you is your free spirit. You just look like someone who's very free, and a big message that I'm getting here is how open your body language could be. Like in these cards here, both of their arms are like open, and in this Child Divine card, this person's arms are open as well. So I feel that people are also physically attracted to the way that you move. There's something about your movement that is very poised yet very approachable. I feel that when you enter a room, Group 1, I feel that you relax everyone in the room, but at the same time you kind of wake them up as well, because there's something very fiery about you for sure, Group 1. Alright, so let's talk more about these oracles, and we'll just see whatever comes up as we go. So for this Engineer card, I feel like there's this message, Group 1, that you can adapt very well to different kinds of environments. And more specifically, I feel that different kinds of walks of life, like different personalities, are very drawn to you. Like you could attract both people who are older than you, younger than you, and overall people who are just different from you, who at first glance they may not initially expect that they'd be drawn to you, because there's a sense of perhaps sometimes people could judge a book by its cover when it comes to you, Group 1, because you are so unique, you have your own style, and because of this fact that you come across so free-spirited, people could also maybe think that people may put you in a box, Group 1, when it comes to certain stereotypes. Like for example, if you're into kind of this stereotypical way of dressing if you are a spiritual person. Like, from what I've seen, like, I've seen a lot of just flowy clothes and dyed hair, just to name a few examples. And I feel that people could notice certain unique things about the way that you express yourself through your style and may draw their own conclusions, but there's a sense of people are pleasantly surprised after getting to know you and how you have so many layers about you. And with this engineer card, I feel that people are shocked by how creative and, is it innovative? I think that's the word, that you are. And you're very smart. And I know this is strictly about appearances, but group 1, I really do feel like you have the whole package. And when it comes to specific traits, oh yeah, I took some notes, so I'll just read from my notes here. So first we have long eyelashes. So some of you guys could naturally have long eyelashes, but if you also wear false eyelashes, that also works too. I feel that people find it physically attractive. And some of you could be taller. So the height 5'10" is specifically standing out to me, but just think like taller than average. And yeah, there's definitely this focus on the legs here as well. So I feel that people also find your legs physically attractive, group 1. And there's also this focus on the hair. So I'm getting a couple examples when it comes to the hair. So some of you guys could have strawberry blonde hair is what I'm getting specifically, which is, based on my understanding, it's like a mix between red and blonde. And some of you could have dirty blonde hair, so it's like dark blonde, almost light brown hair. And like I said in the beginning, some of you could also have dyed hair. You could dye your hair different colors as well. Could also have Leo placements is what I'm getting, as well as Aries and Capricorn placements. I wasn't sure about doing this part, group 1, so I apologize for the long pause there, but I think I'm going to pull some charms for you guys. So if you're wearing headphones, then now could be a good time to turn down your volume. Alright, so I'm going to start now. It's physically attractive about group 1. Alright, so we have the star charm, Libra scales, a notebook, a measuring cup, and an axe. Okay, group 1, I feel that people are also attracted to the fact that you seem like someone who could be a bit of a mystery. And I know this is about your physical appearance, but I feel that when people look at you, they think that there's something kind of unattainable about you. And as I'm looking at this book charm here, I'm also hearing that you're not an open book. Like, you have so much depth about you. And I'm getting that you're not just a pretty face. But you may not think this way about yourself, group one. I feel like maybe you're just naturally expressive, but I feel like this could be confirmation that you are noticed for your style and how you express yourself. And with this X charm, I feel that people also want what you have, group one, because there's this sense of, I know it's kind of a strange message with this X, but people just want to cut in line. People want to get ahead of you in some way. And also getting, again, this imagery about your hair. So I feel that people may kind of be jealous of you in general, but specifically your hair, group one. And we have this dice here, and it's on the number 8. So that could be significant to you somehow. Oh my gosh. I just heard, how do I say this without being like dorky? You know that expression that goes like, she ate that, or something like that, meaning it's a slang about basically when someone really does something amazing in simple terms. But you could be born in the 8th month, so that would be August. Be born on the 8th day of a certain month. And you could have a curvier figure. That's what I'm kind of getting from this 8 symbol here, that people are also physically attracted to. And with this Libra scales charm, I feel that people think that your proportions, I think I'm saying that right. Like, you have a very symmetrical features, and you could also have Libra placements, and specifically a Libra rising. And with this measuring cup, I'm getting that with this, you're not too much. Like, you know how to kind of push the limits without it going too far. So that kind of reminds me of what I was saying about you're able to adapt to different personalities, different environments. Like, specifically when it comes to your style and self-expression. I feel that you're a very likable person, group one, not just on a physical level, but as a whole. And with the star charm, this is definitely, it speaks for itself, in my opinion. You're definitely a star to a lot of people, group one. And yeah, apologize if I'm kind of talking kind of fast, group one. So at times you may find that some people talk your ear off, or you don't really understand what they're saying. Like, they just want to be close to you. So I feel like a good way to tell if someone's attracted to you physically and just your energy as a whole is how they communicate to you. Like if they say something random out of the blue or just seem kind of awkward or weird at first glance, then I feel like this is a pretty good sign that they find you physically attractive. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, Group 1. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this stone with this deck, this is going to be your reading. And we're going to find out what is physically attractive about you, what is attractive about your appearance. And how I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to observe the cards and take the messages from the cards. And I'm also going to use my intuition to channel specific traits as well. And later on, we're also going to pull some charms for some more messages. So, Group 2, right away, I feel that something that is physically attractive about you is the fact that maybe you come across as someone who's a bit closed off or intimidating. And I feel that this really draws people in towards you. And I think I want to start with the back of the deck because we have the High Priestess on the back of the deck, which is also a very powerful message to me because there's a sense of you know something that they don't. That's what people are thinking when they look at you. Like, there's this sense that people are almost kind of afraid to look at you for too long because they know that you can see straight into their soul. And there's also this big emphasis on the face, the facial expression in particular. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if it's in the frame. But also in these cards too, there's this very stern expression in a lot of these cards. And with that being said, Group 2, I feel that people are really captivated by how serious you can come across. Like I get the sense that Group 2, you're someone who is very protective of your energy. You could be someone who's more quiet or introverted as well. And when it comes to your interactions with other people, I feel that maybe sometimes you feel like you have to put on a more serious persona in order to protect your energy and really just preserve it. And I feel that with the Seven of Wands in reverse, there's a sense of people do not want to mess with you, people do not want to make you mad. And there are positive traits here, which I'll get to, but I feel like this is something that people find really irresistible about you because I think some people are just really attracted to people who may kind of scare them sometimes, is what I'm getting. And that's not to say you are a scary person, Group 2, but you mean business, and this shows to other people. And there's a couple physical traits that I'm getting here already, besides your facial expressions. Oh, I'm also getting that when people talk to you, Group 2, and if they say something that's not funny or something that's disrespectful or hurtful, you're not going to entertain that. You're going to keep a stern face, and you don't even have to say anything. And I think people are able to get the hint. Like, you're able to really teach them a lesson without even having to say anything, is what I'm getting. And I feel like that's because you're very real, group 2. You're very honest and authentic, and unfortunately, not everyone is like that. So I can understand if sometimes you have your hesitation with certain people, but I feel like this is something people also find very endearing about you. And what else? And I feel like when you do say something, group 2, people listen. People want to stop and really pay attention. And with that being said, I feel like people are also physically attracted to your voice and the things that you say. And I'm not sure if that's a physical trait exactly, but when you talk, people are pulled in. People are very drawn to you. And with this King of Wands, I feel like you are someone who has you could have a very good posture to other people. Like, you seem to stand very firmly. Like, how do I explain this? Like, you're not afraid to take up space, is what I'm getting, group 2. And you definitely have this sense of, I'm not afraid to go solo. I'm not afraid to stand out. Like, yes, I am someone who keeps to myself, but I know who I am, and I'm not going to make myself small just to make everyone else feel comfortable. And with this 9 of Cups, I feel that people are physically attracted to the fact that they strive for your approval. They want to get you to like them, because I feel like maybe you're not someone who is easily impressed, which is understandable. But I feel like people are very drawn to you because they see you as someone who is different, who is bold, but in a way that doesn't require attention seeking or being like anybody else, is what I'm getting here. And the 9 of Cups in the traditional deck, the Rider-Waite deck, the image is a man with his arms crossed, and I am getting a lot of imagery here of the arms, and just especially with this High Priestess with the arms crossed. So you could have it's kind of hard to articulate, because I do feel that your presence, the way you take up space, is very noticeable. But at the same time, I feel like you could also come across as someone who's maybe, you may have anxiety, group 2, so you may cross your arms a lot, or just play with your hands or something like that. And I feel that this could also be something that people find endearing. And I know that message is kind of all over the place, so go ahead and take what resonates. But yeah, there's this balance of, yeah, you're real, group 2, you're genuine, but you don't take no BS. And people really like this about you. And with this bully card and this athlete card, like I said, group 2, I feel that you could have a very intimidating way about you. And I'm getting that this focus on your presence as a whole and your energy as a whole, group 2, because there's also something kind of mysterious about your appearance in some way. And this could even be what I was saying about people are kind of intimidated to look at you for too long. And that's not to say that you're not nice to look at, just that they're afraid of rejection, of your disapproval. But yeah, you could also be someone who's into fitness as well with this athlete card, or you just come across as someone who's very fit and healthy, no matter what size you are. All right, so we're going to pull from the charms now, and then we're going to wrap up the reading. So if you have headphones on, now can be a good time to turn down your volume. And I'm going to start right now. This is message update 2. Alright, so we had this eyeball charm and it was upside down. So yeah, people could kind of feel intimidated to look into your eyes, specifically group 2. And you could also have blue eyes is what I'm getting, because there's a lot of blue imagery here, but doesn't have to be. And we have this wand here, so I feel that people see you as someone very magical. You're able to take things into your own hands. And I feel that people feel as though you put them under your spell on both the physical level and your energy as a whole. Like, there's something very captivating about your appearance, but just who you are overall, group 2. But yeah, like maybe they think if they look into your eyes, they'll catch feelings for you really fast. So that could be something that they're kind of intrigued by, but kind of scared of. And we have this tiger charm, so yeah, you could come across as very, you could have very feline features as well, so very, you could have Scorpio or Leo placements. Just very, very fierce looking overall is what I'm getting. And we have this key and this Eiffel Tower and this tool. Can't think of the name right now, but people feel like they have to fix themselves before they approach you, group 2. So I feel like there's also this message about if right now you feel like you're not having a lot of luck in romance or dating, that people could just be really intimidated by you. And with this Eiffel Tower charm, I feel that people are very attracted to the fact that you seem very cultured. So you could have a different, you could be very passionate about your culture, whichever that means to you. Like, if you're from a different country, or if you have different beliefs, or and overall I feel like people see you as well-traveled. And I'm also getting a very romantic energy with this Eiffel Tower for sure. Like, people wonder what it would be like to see a more romantic, softer side of you, group 2, and they would want to be the one that you choose. Like, I feel that people daydream about you in a sense that they would want to be the one that gets to experience your romantic side. And with this key, I feel that people wonder what it'd be like to have the key to your heart. Like, people definitely wonder and question about you for sure, group 2. And but your eyes for sure are a big feature that is standing out here, group 2. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, group 2. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose this deck with this clear quartz, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what is physically attractive about you. So first we're going to observe the cards, and then later on we'll get some more messages and pull some charms as well. So group 3, I'm very excited about your reading because there's this sense of what's physically attractive about you is something that's very kind of rebellious in some way. Like, this to me feels like you, group 3, have worked so hard when it comes to self-love, and I'm seeing a lot of signs here of you don't you're not too concerned about specific beauty standards. You make your own beauty standards. And it's really interesting because I feel that you may not see yourself this way, group 3, but people may look at you and think that you are conventionally attractive. And there's a sense of people wish they could look like you, people wish they could be with you, and they wonder how you do it all. But there is something here that your physical appearance, your attractiveness cannot be replicated or copied. It truly can't, because it's authentic to you. You've put in the work, you didn't take any shortcuts is what I'm getting. Like, you're not someone who you may not be someone who follows trends or is quick to do what everyone else is doing as far as physical appearances go. And for example, there's something here about your beauty routine or your routine in some way, group 3, that is very unique to you and is something that people notice. And for some of you watching, I feel that some of you could also be into glamour magic, or at least setting intentions with your routine in some way when it comes to how you get ready for the day, how you present yourself. It's very personal. So with the 7 of torches, group 3, I feel that what is physically attractive about you is the fact that you are very I know this isn't really a physical trait, but you're very independent, and you're showing here as someone who's very protective of their energy. And I feel that this makes people really want to keep up with you. They want to be your friend. They want to you're not easy to ignore, group 3. And this reminds me of a different pile. I believe it was group 2 because I was talking about them being protective of their energy as well. And the fact that you're protective of your energy, group 3, there's a sense of people find it irresistible. Like you are the prize, so to speak, even though and with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this kind of confirms with what I was saying about you may not be someone who is a traditional in the way that you do things, but specifically something in your beauty routine or how you present yourself is very outside the box. But at the same time, there's something very conventionally attractive about you that a lot of people gravitate towards. That you are getting that you are a gem, group 3. You're a needle in a haystack. I think that's the saying. There's a sense of you are very rare, you're very unique. And I'm also getting a lot of imagery here of the hands. So I feel like you could also have nice hands. You could have your nails done a certain way that is very unique to you. But yeah, group 3, with this visionary card and this dilettante card, these combined tell me that you are very creative, you're very artistic with the way that you present yourself. And this definitely gives me the sense that you're a trendsetter, and you may not even give yourself enough credit for that. You may also wear jewelry, so rings in particular standing out to me. I'm also getting that you have a glow about you. So you could also be someone who's very into skincare. You know a lot about skincare and you found what works for you. There's definitely this sense of it's very personal to you, group 3. And like I said, it can't be copied or replicated. And with that being said, I feel that you do leave people in awe and people try to emulate it or copy it, but they don't quite, they can't quite grasp it in the way that you do. You may also, some of you guys may also wear a lot of sunset type of colors, so orange, red, pink, very warm colors is what I'm getting. But as a whole, I feel that this represents how people see you as well. Very warm, very attractive, and I'm not sure if I can say this on YouTube, but I'm gonna see how it goes. So since I'm getting a lot of oranges here, I'm also getting that you could be very connected to your sacral chakra, and there's something very sensual about the way that you present yourself, group 3. And there's a sense of it could be very subtle, it could be very like seductive in a way that it catches people off guard, or you may not even realize the effect that you have on other people, group 3. Like there's something very magical about your physical appearance that puts people under a spell. And more specifically, group 3, I feel that you are someone who doesn't need a lot of money for your beauty routine or for your outfits or anything of that nature. Like, you're very creative with it. You're not going to spend $50 on a sweater. You're going to find something in your closet and you're going to work with it. You're going to make it your own. Or you could also be into thrift shopping, sorry, and you are able to find, I feel that if you are into thrift shopping, group 3, you are able to get really lucky and find really unique clothing and really specific to your style and whatever that is to you. I'm also getting something about your scent, group 3, that you smell very good, and it feels like it could be something very warm and cozy and even tropical. So some things that are coming to mind are coconut, vanilla, orange, grapefruit. And when it comes to that as well, group 3, you could be into natural scents. So you may not be specifically into fragrances, but if you are, then take what resonates. But some of you may be more into natural, like essential oil blends or something more natural and affordable and clean. Alright, so we're going to move on to the charms now and see what else we can get. Alright, so if you're wearing headphones, now would be a good time to lower your volume if you're sensitive to noise. Alright, I'm going to start it right now. Alright, so group 3, let's see what we have. We have this cat here. Yeah, group 3, there's something very cozy, very warm about you. And, you know, some cats are kind of timid or not so much of a people person, so that may relate to you in some way, but for the most part, people see you as very cute, very cuddly, they can't help but like you, especially since your physical appearance draws them in, for sure. So we have this owl, a dragon, you may also have an autumn birthday, is what I'm getting. It's because I'm seeing a lot of autumn themed charms here. So September, October, November, I believe. I think August is considered a fall month, kind of, sort of, but any of those months could work as well. And with this little, okay, I'm gonna cover it up because I'm not sure. This charm with the body, you could also be into fitness or very connected to your body in some way, group 3, in a way that is very healing and there's a sense of group 3. I feel that you may be someone who puts effort into your appearance, but in a way that feels good to you. And people are definitely noticing this about you and are very captivated by it. And if you are into fitness, you could be someone who is into fitness simply because you want to feel connected to your body. Maybe you're not super strict about having a certain body image, you're just doing it for your well-being. And we have this fairy here, so yeah, group 3, there's something very magical about your appearance. And we have this dragon here. Okay, sorry, group 3, I'm kind of like, I don't know where to start, but I'm going to talk about this fairy and this dragon at the same time because there's this sense of you're sweet yet you're feisty, especially when it comes to your physical appearance. Like there's something very sweet yet intimidating about your appearance that people are very drawn to. I'm also getting that your eyes could be very nice to look at because with this owl charm and this cat charm, their eyes are like very big. And I also feel that this represents how people see you, group 3. People look at you and they're very, like, their eyes get bigger. Like, they had to get a really good look at you, is what I'm getting. And with this puzzle piece, I feel that people, again, they wonder how you do it all. They wonder what steps they would have to take to look like you, or how they can improve their appearance. And I'm getting that this isn't in a shallow way, group 3. Like, you put heart and soul into your appearance in some way, or you're very true to yourself, and this is very attractive to people. And you show them that putting effort into your appearance or taking pride in your appearance doesn't have to be super shallow. It can be an act of self-love. Then we have this little mushroom house. There can also be something very earthy about your appearance, group 3. So like I said, you could be into sunset type of colors. You could also be someone who's into the cottagecore or fairycore aesthetic. And I know this isn't about your physical appearance, group 3, but some of you may also have very aesthetically pleasing houses. Like, you make your house a home. And we have this fan here. Okay, group 3, I'm getting a message with this. Like, I feel that people, they see this fan. Well, this fan reminds me of needing to cool down. So I feel that when they look at you, they get very flustered and they need to cool down, basically, to put it in simple terms. Anything else? Group 3. You could also be a fire sign, an earth sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. think that's what I have for you today, Group 3. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, Group 4. If you chose this deck with this crystal, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what is physically attractive about you, what is attractive about your appearance. So first we're going to observe the cards, and then later on we're going to pull some charms for some extra messages. So starting off, Group 4, if you were drawn to any of the previous piles, this could be extra confirmation that there could be a message in there for you, because I'm seeing a little bit of each pile in this one. But Group 4, you are definitely, this is taking a different direction than I expected, because I feel like there's someone out there needs to hear how attractive they really are. And with this Nine of Swords and this Hanged one, Group 4, I feel that a lot of times you may feel like you may describe yourself as someone who's shy or has social anxiety, or someone that maybe just clicked on this video out of curiosity, but you're not really expecting much. Because I feel like there is this strong message, Group 4, that there's something very about your current energy, and in the near future, at whatever time you're watching this, there's this message that it's time to transform, it's time to level up. And I'm getting a lot of fierce messages here, so I hope I don't come across too harshly, Group 4. But there's this message of it's time to recognize that you are that girl, that guy, you are an icon, so to speak. I'm getting a lot of, yes, you are all of that in a bag of chips. And it's, I know listening to this may be like, okay, whatever, but this Nine of Swords and this Hanged one, there's something very hidden here about what is physically attractive about you, Group 4. So I'm going to try to get specific traits, but I feel that this reading is taking a different direction and is all about having a pep talk on how certain factors, certain people in your life may be playing a role in how you perceive yourself right now. And this could even be something that was a common theme your whole life. Like maybe you're someone who felt safer being in the shadows or not taking up space. But yeah, I feel that Group 4, people are attracted to your appearance for sure, but there's also this sense of they're kind of threatened by you, to be honest, because this Mediator card and this God card, I get the sense that some people may hope that you play it safe, that you continue to play it safe and to not step into your confidence, as terrible as that may sound. And don't worry, this isn't a completely negative reading, Group 4, but like I said, there's this very fierce energy coming through of maybe something that you need to hear right now when it comes to your physical appearance and your attractiveness as a whole. And you are someone who has a lot of potential and people can see this, group 4. And with this God card, I feel that people put you on a pedestal more than you may think, but they hope you don't catch on to that. They hope that like I said, you continue to play it safe. And with this Lover card, group 4, I'm also getting that, yeah, I'm just getting mostly your perspective here, group 4. So with this Lover card, you may not think that you're very attractive to those that you're attracted to, or in the romantic sense, but you really are, group 4. And you may have a fear of being seen, a fear of being perceived due to past experiences, or yeah, group 4, I don't think you really believe how attractive you are. You don't. And on the back of the deck, we have Goddess. So whichever gender you are, it's okay, but I feel that it's definitely time to step into your Goddess energy. And there's a sense of you are worth it, group 4. And it sucks that not everyone is going to treat us fairly, and especially if they're insecure as well and they're treating you a certain way, or this could even relate to feeling secluded sometimes, or not part of a crowd. Like if you felt, I think that's the word, secluded or excluded from a group. Yeah, group 4, you may feel like people push you away sometimes, but there's a sense of people do see your light, your potential, and especially your physical attractiveness, and it makes them uncomfortable. So this tells me that if you are, well, I know that Venus is in retrograde right now, but it's really not advised to change your appearance too drastically, but I just wanted to put that out there just in case. But if you, group 4, have this, you feel very drawn to make a change or try something new with your look that feels very exciting to you, and not something that you feel pressured to do, and this could be a sign that this could be something that could help boost your confidence. So this could be dyeing your hair or having a different, wearing different things than you'd usually wear. Something kind of out of your comfort zone, but something that at the same time kind of excites you, something you're very drawn to. And I'm also getting this specific message about shoes. So you could feel kind of hesitant to express yourself, group 4, but you may do it in very subtle ways. Like you could wear very cool shoes. And I'm getting, in particular, some of you guys could wear like Vans or Converse because they're very comfortable, but at the same time, they do come in a lot of fun colors. Or you have some type of special accessory that feels very stylish to you, group 4, but also very safe, something that doesn't draw too much attention to you, but something that makes you feel like you're expressing yourself. I'm also very drawn to this beanie here that this girl's wearing. So you could wear beanies or hats or jewelry or a specific color palette that you like. It feels like very like one specific thing that you go to that feels safe to you, but also, like I said, it allows you to kind of express yourself creatively without it being too out of your comfort zone. But with that being said, group 4, I feel like there's this important message that it could be time now to push that even further because you deserve it and you have nothing to be ashamed of and you deserve to be seen. All right, let's move on to our charms now and see what else we can get, and then we'll wrap up the reading. All right, so if you're wearing headphones, now would be a good time to lower your volume if you're sensitive to noise. And I'm going to start right now. Let's see if I can get my group 4. All right. So we have the Spells and Potions charm. It's Eyeball charm. Star charm. Yeah, group 4, there's like something waiting for you. Something is waiting for you to pursue it, whether this is your physical appearance or something relating to your confidence in really stepping into your true authenticity in some way. I also feel that you could have very pretty eyes. And with these people, they have their back turned, so I feel that, yeah, this also reminds me of pile 2 because there's a sense of, I feel that you in particular, group 4, may be afraid to look into other people's eyes because, like I said, you could be on the shyer side or just afraid of people's judgments. But I feel that people deep down really want to get a good look at you because you do captivate them. And as for those who are threatened by you, group 4, they should really use their time more wisely. And it's really nothing to do with your worth. And then we have this skull charm. And I'm noticing that a lot of charms are on this Lovers card. I feel that people are afraid that you'll take their partner, group 4. We have this genie lamp, this baby carriage, this fairy, and this bag of chips. Group 4, I feel that people see you as kind of like a temptation. And I'm getting this is more from the point of view of people who are interested in you. Like with this Lay's, this chips charm, it's like they see you as this snack, basically, that maybe they shouldn't have. And this could even relate to people who are already in relationships that are attracted to you, which I don't condone that kind of behavior, but it's kind of what I'm getting here. And yeah, with this genie lamp, it's like you're ready to fly out of this lamp, so to speak. Like you're ready to really show the world who you are. And you deserve that, group 4. Yeah, with this baby carriage, definitely group 4. You're like There's a sense of a rebirth that is coming through here. Not just on a physical level, but your energy as a whole. And I'm getting that some of you guys may have very prominent first house placements, in a sense that certain transits right now could relate to your first house in some way at whatever time that you're watching this video. You could also be into darker colors, group 4. I'm seeing a lot of darker colors. There's a sense that you look good in any color palette as well. So anything that you want to experiment with, like the world is your oyster, I think that's the saying. Like everything you touch will turn to gold, group 4. So I feel like there's this encouragement coming through when it comes to your appearance, that whatever you're drawn to, whatever lights you up, you can make it work, and it will work for you. And it sucks because some people may be insecure, they may feel some type of way, but that is not your problem. Like, you're not doing anything wrong, like, you're just being yourself. And I'm also getting your face, group 4. Your face in general is very physically attractive. And I know that's kind of vague, that's kind of general, but like I said, there's a sense of people want to see more of you. People want to see your face. People want to take a good look at you. And I'm hearing it's time to shine. Like, I'm getting that you played nice long enough, group 4, and it's okay to recognize how attractive, how awesome you are. And that doesn't make you a bad person. It's okay to be confident and recognize that you're not hurting anyone, you're not thinking you're better than anyone, you're just lifting yourself up, and you're allowed to do that. So I know that took a different direction than I expected, but I hope this helps someone out there. And alright, group 4, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Bye.